All right, let's talk about French complement pronouns. You know, that one part of the grammar that always seems to trip people up. Well, if you've ever felt totally lost, you are in exactly the right place. We are going to get this sorted out once and for all. Does this look familiar? Yeah, le, la, lui, leur. You see them everywhere. You know they're important, but trying to figure out which one to use, it can feel like you're just guessing, right? Trust me, it's probably one of the most common headaches for anyone learning French. Okay, that guesswork officially ends right now. Seriously, here's my promise to you. In the next 5 minutes, we're going to build a super simple, totally clear system that you can follow, so you'll know exactly which pronoun to pick every single time. Ready? Let's do this. So first things first, we've got to meet the two main players in this little grammar story. In French, we have two kinds of object complements. There's the COD, which is the direct object, and the COI, the indirect object. Getting the difference between these two, well, that's the key to everything. So what even is a complement pronoun? Think of it like a shortcut. It's just a tiny word that steps in to replace a noun, a person, a place, a thing, that's getting the action of the verb. You know, we do it to avoid sounding like a robot. Instead of saying, I see the dog, I will pet the dog, you just say, I see the dog, I will pet it. See? That little word it is the pronoun. So, how do you tell them apart? It honestly boils down to one single tiny little word, the preposition a. A direct object, that's our COD, it connects directly to the verb. No preposition, it answers the question what or whom. Like in I take the metro is the COD. But an indirect object, the COI, always has that little a in front of it, and it answers to whom. Like in he gives the gift to this woman. See the a? That's your big flashing sign that you're dealing with a COI. Let's really hammer this point home, because spotting that preposition a is pretty much the entire game. This one little detail is the secret decoder ring that tells you exactly which pronoun you're going to need. Okay, so you might be looking at a big chart of all these pronouns and thinking, oh man, do I really have to memorize this whole thing? It looks like a lot, I get it. But what if I told you there's a massive shortcut? Okay, check this out. Just look at the pattern here for a second. See the first person and second person pronouns. For me, you, we, and you all. Look at the COD column. Then look at the COI column. They are exactly the same. Me, te, nous, vous. There's no difference at all. Let me just say that one more time, because this is the big secret that makes it all so much easier. For me, te, nous, and vous, you do not have to worry about whether it's direct or indirect. The word you use is identical. How great is that? That just cut your memorization work in half. And this, right here, this is the main event. The only time you actually have to stop and think. The only place there's a difference is in the third person. For he, she, and they. That is it. For direct objects, you use le, la, les. For indirect objects, you use lui and leur. That's the only real choice you ever have to make. So, we figured out which pronoun to choose. Awesome. Now, where the heck do we put it in the sentence? The great news is the placement rule in French is super consistent, and once you get it, it's really, really simple. Here it is, the golden rule. Write this down. Unlike English, where we say I see him with the object after the verb, in French, the complement pronoun almost always goes directly before the verb it's connected to. Not after, not at the end of the sentence, right smack in front of the verb. Okay, let's walk through one together, an indirect object. The sentence is, Il donne ce cadeau à cette femme. He gives this gift to this woman. Okay, step one, what's the object? It's à cette femme. We see that à, so ding, 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 it's a COI. Step 2, replace it with the right pronoun. To her is lui. Step 3, move that lui right before the verb donne. So what do we get? Il lui donne ce cadeau. See? Perfect. Let's try a direct object. Je prends le métro. I take the metro. Step 1, the object is le métro. Is there an à? Nope, so it's a COD. Step 2, le métro is masculine and singular, so we swap it out for le. Step 3, just move that le right before the verb prend, and you get je le prends. See that? The process is the exact same. It's a system that just works. All right, there is one last teeny tiny little rule you have to know. It's a watch out for this kind of thing.
French ears are very sensitive to how things sound, and they really don't like it when two vowel sounds bump up against each other. So there's a special rule for that.
So have a look at this. Let's say you want to ask, do you love her? Logically, you might think it's vous la aimez, but listen to that. Vous la aimez. That ah sound bumps right into another ah sound. So French has a fix. You drop the vowel from the pronoun la or la, and you smush it together with an apostrophe. It becomes le. The correct, natural way to say it is vous l'aimez. It's called elision, and it makes you sound way more fluent. Whew. Okay, we moved pretty fast, but we've covered all the essentials. So let's just pull everything together into one final, simple summary. If you remember nothing else, remember this slide. Here is your game plan, your mental checklist. First, you ask yourself, is there an in front of my object? Yes, it's COI. No, it's COD. Easy. Second, take a deep breath, because me, tête, nous, vous are the same for both, so you don't have to worry. Third, focus your brain power only on the third person. Le, la, les for direct, lui, leur for indirect. And finally, put that pronoun before the verb, and just watch out for verbs that start with a vowel so you can use les. That's it. That is the entire system. So next time you see a French sentence, don't panic, don't guess. Just run through that checklist. Look for the ah. Remember that the only real difference is in the third person, and stick that pronoun right before the verb. Now that you've got the roadmap, are you ready to give it a try?